Welcome all you misfits and metalheads to the cutting room floor. We are from the band Cut Like This. I am Thorn Black.
I'm Rose Blood.
And we have new episodes for you every Wednesday and Sunday. So please come back, subscribe, check our music out here and on Spotify. What do we have for them today, Rose?
All right, well, today we've got 2019 Aussie slasher, The Furies. This is on Shudder right now, and it was pretty interesting concept. This is basically kind of another, we've kind of been in a theme of death games, and that's pretty much what this one is too. Of course, the participants are all women, and they
Unwilling,
are all
of course.
Kidnapped, and they wake up in this seemingly endless forest that is also kind of guarded on the borders. So you really just have to kill or be killed kind of situation. And of course, they're being chased. It's cutely enough. The girls are called Beauties, and the
guys are called Beasts.
And they are, bloodthirsty, masked dudes with weapons, and they have an advantage on these chicks
because they have weapons.
Because they have weapons,
it's a bunch of big, burly,
they seem to really know a lot more about what's going on. And
I'm sure all the beasts in this movie knew what was happening.
Yeah, they all know.
They didn't look confused.
Yeah,
the girls look confused. The beasts were just like, all right, it's here, time to go killing again,
And it's tied into each other in an interesting way. We don't want to give away too much about that. What I'm going to tell you is, if you are not a fan of, this could be triggering for some people, so be careful, watching this film. If you are somebody, who is not into slashers, don't watch it, okay? I'm just going to tell you that right off the bat. If you love slashers and you want to see some crazy kills, there are some pretty gnarly, crazy kills in this film.
There's some kills in here that I still remember. And
yeah,
we watched
they
this
were viscerally
a week or two ago.
Horrifying
I
kills.
have to say, at least 2 of the kills in here stood out so much I still remember them. I'm like, wow, I haven't actually seen that done that way before. And the practical effects team kind of nailed it.
Yeah, they definitely nailed it. They definitely did. We don't really learn anything at all about these masked dudes that are killing these girls. It's, so it's not heavy on intellect. You're not going to get a lot of that from watching this, unlike some of the other horror films that we have reviewed. But you will get a heck of a lot of gore. And if that's your thing, then you will probably enjoy this one. So I don't want to give away too much. I feel like if I say anything else,
I mean, honestly, there's not all that much to give away in this one. This isn't like an overly complex kind of hidden plot. It's a very simple plot. I think it's done pretty decently well. The effects for the kills, the gore and everything, they're pretty good. They're pretty gross. I like how our final girl starts fighting back. I'm like, thank you. All right, here we go. You know what I mean? You gotta have a final girl.
It does take a minute, and I will say, I think, I was kind of expecting a little bit more from her from the trailer. I was expecting the fight to be more like the film The Revenge or something like that. And I do think that the lack of emphasis on the writing definitely hurts it a little bit. So with that being said, let's not get too many details out there. What would you rate this, Thorn Black?
I'm having a difficult time coming up with my score for this one. Can I refer to you?
Oh, really? So you want me to go first,
I'm pondering a little bit. I'm pondering between two. I'm like, give me 1 second.
Okay, all right. So we're gonna. I'll take over. I have no problem saying what I think about this film. I'm gonna give this film a 3. Okay, and the reason why it's fairly torture pornish, you know. And for people that are not into slashers at all, you're gonna give this a straight up pass. Don't watch it. All right. There's a significant amount of, you know, violence against women that's you know, really over the top, and is basically the main plot point of this thing. So if you don't like movies like Hostel and stuff like that, you're not going to want to see this movie. And I think
the
that
upside is they're not literally just tied to a chair.
Yeah, they do get a chance to fight back.
They're running around, and some of these beasts, they do get it as well.
Yes, because it is to their advantage. If the beasts encounter each other, it's totally okay as part of the game for them to attack each other as well. So some of those guys die too. So you will get to see some of them go down, and it's always very satisfying when you do.
So like I would say it's a little turn the knob down, like a little less torture porn than like a Hostel where you're just like trapped. There's nothing you can do, and it's just like you're gonna watch them just get tortured for like I don't know how long until the movie's over or something.
Yeah.
It's like
they do have a somewhat of a chance.
You know, but the deaths are gruesome. I was bouncing back and forth between like if I wanted to give it like a 2.5 or if I wanted to give it a 3. But because, like I said earlier, I just thought about what I said. Some of the practical effects for some of the deaths in this were so good that I still remember it. And I'm like, just in the slasher genre, I think like 1 or 2 of the kills stand out in a really good way.
Yeah.
I am going to also agree with Rose, and I'm going to give this a 3 because of that.
That's exactly the same reason I would have given it a 2.5 if the kills weren't so well done. But the practical effects, and you know this about me by now, if you've watched my videos, you know I can't resist good practical effects. And these practical effects are top notch. They are horrible. They are disgusting. It's like, oh, you're just gonna like you feel bad looking at it. Like you're just like, oh, this is just this is really bad.
Like if you guys do watch it, you're gonna get to this one scene and you're not gonna want to look, but you can't look away. That's it for us today. We are from the band Cut Like This once again. Please support us, subscribe, sign up for our mailing list, check out our music here on YouTube and on Spotify. And as I have said before recently, we have some things in the works coming for you guys. Some good cover songs, some good original music videos that we are working on to shoot your way to mix in with all this other content that we're going to start posting. So please subscribe and stay tuned. We got a lot coming for you in the new year and the end of this year.
Exactly. Until next time.
On the cutting room floor, we're out.